Hi there, YouTube. Today's Kingdom Melody analysis is song number 117 from the 1984 songbook, the generic wedding song, which is so romantic you're just gonna die. I mean, there's nothing quite so romantic as an arrangement. Actually, I wonder if the Witness songwriter knew that normally a marriage in which there is an arrangement isn't quite the fundamentalist Christian norm. But then, I also think Judge Rutherford was rather fond of arrangements, so maybe this was intended as an inside joke? We'll never know. Anyway, this song is a Witness one-hit wonder. It debuted in the 1984 songbook and did not carry forward into any of the newer songbooks, because it might be too icky even for the Witnesses. It's missing our favorite punctuation, and it's not quite as rambly and difficult to sing as some of the other songs, but it makes up for that with its bizarre sentence structure and some pretty gnarly ideas about gender roles. So, let's get started.
Marriage is God's arrangement. By Him it was designed. It forms a bond of union.
So romantic.
Brings blessings to mankind.
But once again, not women. Definitely not women.
Yoking a man and woman in this most sacred state.
What is it about Jehovah's Witnesses and yoking? Do y'all even know what a yoke is? In case you don't, it's a wooden harness thing that ties two oxen together so that they can pull something heavy. So they can toil together. You know, the life of an ox is not a particularly happy one, I wouldn't think. I mean, heavy loads all the time, a life of endless drudgery. Sounds a little bit like being a Jehovah's Witness to me, but the last time I checked, none of us are oxens, and yokes went out with the advent of the steam engine, so can't we do better with a metaphor, especially for a wedding song? I mean, come on. Also, if the state of marriage is so sacred, how come there's so many extramarital affairs in the congregation? Anyone?
Them safeguard together, each one with his own mate.
Right. Because you know that's what everybody standing up there at the front of the Kingdom Hall is thinking, waiting to become man and wife. Let's serve Jehovah together. No. Here's what they're thinking. Hurry up and finish talking, you windbag, so we can go bump chicka wow wow without worrying about getting disfellowshipped. And you can tell that this song was written by an American because I'm told that mate means something else entirely in other countries. Your mate is your buddy that you go have a pint with and watch football with. It's not your spouse. But I guess they had to rhyme with state, so...
God has an ancient guidebook with counsel good and wise.
Let's look at some examples of the good and wise counsel in the Bible, shall we? We'll start with Deuteronomy 21:18 through 21, which basically says that if your kids don't listen to you, it's okay to stone them to death. Or how about Exodus 21:20? Not only can you have slaves, but it's okay to beat them as long as you don't kill them. Deuteronomy 22:28 through 29. It's actually okay to rape a woman as long as you pay her father for her and make her your wife afterwards. Good and wise counsel, right? Honestly, as far as guidebooks go, I prefer The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's a much better guidebook than the Bible. I mean, come on, don't panic. Always carry a towel. 42. See? Much better.
It tells of godlike headship, which husbands exercise.
Godlike? Are you kidding me? I can't even with this. Husbands exercise godlike headship. Gag me with a spoon. I mean, this is a little bit much, even for the witnesses.
Love her as your own body. This God requires of them.
Well, I mean, that's great and all, but have you seen most Jehovah's Witness guys, especially the spiritual ones? I mean, they do not love their bodies, okay? In fact, they're expressly forbidden from loving their own bodies. So, I mean, they have whole books and videos about this.
She who respects her husband is like a precious gem.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I think they really need to define respect here. Because in the context of godlike headship, this seems to denote a little bit more than your garden variety respect. I mean, I respect my husband. He's a smart guy and I love him, but that really doesn't stop me from telling him when I think he's doing something dumb. Something tells me that's not what respect means to a Jehovah's Witness wife or to her godlike husband.
Cords of 3 strands are stronger than those of only 2. When God is in a marriage, then problems will be few.
Actually, I can't think of anything less romantic than a threesome with Jehovah. That's pretty gross. And what is this about problems being few? You know what this really means? See, God, in big old air quotes, will always side with the husband, so it's always 2 against 1. And the wife, if she does happen to disagree or have a problem with anything her godlike husband decrees, she's not likely to speak up or be heard if she does. So there actually aren't any fewer problems, just fewer solutions. And it kind of blows my mind that Jehovah's Witnesses actually believe that a healthy marriage consists of one partner being godlike and in charge, and the other being submissive and obedient at all times, without regard to personality or intelligence or compatibility or really anything that actually matters. Basically, if you have a penis, you're the boss, and if you don't, your job is to obey. Period. It's ridiculous.
There's greater joy in giving. This truth we all must learn. So as we serve Jehovah, to give is our concern.
Okay, these last few lines have literally nothing to do with the rest of the song. I mean, they're going along talking about marriage, albeit kind of a creepy way of talking about marriage, but then all of a sudden we must all learn to give. It almost seems like a cheap attempt to slide in a message about donations in among like an emotional life event. I don't know what these last few lines are supposed to be about. Maybe the writers were just bitter single Jehovah's Witnesses who just couldn't find a marriage mate, and they just couldn't bring themselves to write anymore about it, so they just plugged in a random couplet at the end. I don't know. I guess we'll never know.